Lionel Andres Leo Messi is an Argentine professional footballer who plays as a forward for Spanish club FC Barcelona and the Argentina national team. Often considered the best player in the world and rated by many in the sport as the greatest of all time, Messi is the only player in history to win 5 FIFA Ballon d'Or awards, 4 of which he won consecutively, and the first to win 3 European Golden Shoes. With Barcelona he has won 8 La Liga titles, 4 UEFA Champions League titles, and 4 Copas del Rey, among other trophies. Both a prolific goal-scorer and a creative playmaker, Messi holds the records for most goals scored in La Liga, a La Liga season, and a club football season in Europe, as well as those for most assists made in La Liga and the Copa America. He has scored over 500 senior career goals for club and country. Born and raised in central Argentina, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency as a child. At age 13, he relocated to Spain to join Barcelona, who agreed to pay for his medical treatment. After a fast progression through Barcelona's youth academy, Messi made his competitive debut aged 17 in October 2004. Despite being injury-prone during his early career, he established himself as an integral player for the club within the next 3 years, finishing 2007 as a finalist for both the Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year award, a feat he repeated the following year. His first uninterrupted campaign came in the 2008-09 season, during which he helped Barcelona achieve the first treble in Spanish football. At 22 years old, Messi won the Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year award by record voting margins. 3 successful seasons followed, with Messi winning 3 consecutive FIFA Ballons d'Or, including an unprecedented 4th. His personal best campaign to date was the 2011-12 season, in which he set the La Liga and European records for most goals scored in a single season, while establishing himself as Barcelona's all-time top scorer in official competitions in March 2012. He again struggled with injury during the following 2 seasons, twice finishing second for the Ballon d'Or behind Cristiano Ronaldo, his perceived career rival. Messi regained his best form during the 2014-15 campaign, breaking the all-time goal-scoring records in both La Liga and the Champions League in November 2014, and led Barcelona to a historic second treble. An Argentine international, Messi is his country's all-time leading goal-scorer. At youth level, he won the 2005 FIFA World Youth Championship, finishing the tournament with both a golden ball and golden shoe, and an Olympic gold medal at the 2008 Summer Olympics. His style of play as a diminutive, left-footed dribbler drew comparisons with compatriot Diego Maradona, who declared the teenager his successor. After making his senior debut in August 2005, Messi became the youngest Argentine to play and score in a FIFA World Cup during the 2006 edition, and reached the final of the 2007 Copa America, where he was named Young Player of the Tournament. As the squad's captain from August 2011, he led Argentina to 3 consecutive finals: the 2014 World Cup, for which he won the Golden Ball, and the 2015 and 2016 Copas America. Early life. Lionel Andres Messi was born on the 24th of June 1987 in Rosario, Santa Fe, the third of 4 children of Jorge Messi, a steel factory manager, and his wife Celia Cuccittini, who worked in a magnet manufacturing workshop. On his father's side, he is of Italian and Spanish heritage, the great-grandson of immigrants from Marchant, Catalonia, and on his mother's side, he is of primarily Italian descent. When you saw him you would think, this kid can't play ball. He's a dwarf. He's too fragile, too small. But immediately you'd realize that he was born different, that he was a phenomenon and that he was going to be something impressive. Quote, Newell's Old Boys youth coach Adrian Correa shares his first impression of the 12-year-old Messi. A lifelong supporter of Newell's Old Boys, Messi joined the Rosario club when he was 6 years old. During the 6 years he played for Newell's, he scored almost 500 goals as a member of the Machine of '87, the near-unbeatable youth side named for the year of their birth, and regularly entertained crowds by performing ball tricks during halftime of the first team's home games. As the Messi family had relatives in Catalonia, they sought to arrange a trial with Barcelona in September 2000. First team director Charlie Rexach immediately wanted to sign him, but the board of directors hesitated. At the time it was highly unusual for European clubs to sign foreign players of such a young age. On the 14th of December, an ultimatum was issued for Barcelona to prove their commitment, and Rexach, with no other paper at hand, offered a contract on a paper napkin. After a year at Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia, Messi was finally enrolled in the Royal Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, in February 2002. Now playing in all competitions, he befriended his teammates, among whom were Cesc Fabregas and Gerard Piqué. Barcelona 2003-05, rise to the first team. During the 2003-04 season, his fourth with Barcelona, Messi rapidly progressed through the club's ranks, debuting for a record 5 teams in a single campaign. After being named player of the tournament in 4 international pre-season competitions with the Juveniles B, he played only one official match with the team before being promoted to the Juveniles A, where he scored 18 goals in 11 league games. To gain further match experience, Messi joined Barcelona C in addition to the Juveniles A, playing his first game for the third team on the 29th of November. He helped save them from the relegation zone of the Tercera division, scoring 5 goals in 10 games, including a hat-trick in 8 minutes during a Copa del Rey match while man-marked by Sevilla's Sergio Ramos. During the 2004-05 season, Messi was a guaranteed starter for the B team, playing 17 games throughout the campaign and scoring on 6 occasions. 2005-08, making the starting 11. In my entire life I have never seen a player of such quality and personality at such a young age, particularly wearing the heavy shirt of one of the world's great clubs. Quote, on the 24th of June 2005, his 18th birthday, Messi signed his first contract as a senior team player. It made him a Barcelona player until 2010, 2 years less than his previous contract. But his buyout clause increased to $150 million. Due to issues regarding his legal status in the Royal Spanish Football Federation, Messi missed the start of La Liga. But on the 26th of September, he acquired Spanish citizenship and became eligible to play. While Barcelona began a gradual decline, the 19-year-old Messi established himself as one of the best players in the world during the 2006-07 campaign. Already frequently compared to compatriot Diego Maradona, Messi proved their similarity when he nearly replicated Maradona's 2 most famous goals in the span of 3 weeks. After Ronaldinho lost form, Messi became Barca's new star player at only 20 years old, receiving the nickname Messiah from the Spanish media. After 2 unsuccessful seasons, Barcelona were in need of an overhaul, leading to the departure of Rijkaard and Ronaldinho. Upon the latter's departure, Messi was given the number 10 shirt. 2009-11, sustained success. In his first uninterrupted campaign, the 2008-09 season, he scored 38 goals in 51 games, contributing alongside Eto'o and winger Thierry Henry to a total of 100 goals in all competitions, a record at the time for the club. During his first season under Barcelona's new manager, former captain Pep Guardiola, Messi played mainly on the right wing, like he had under Rijkaard, though this time as a false winger with the freedom to cut inside and roam the center. During a CL on the 2nd of May 2009. However, he played for the first time as a false nine, positioned as a center forward but dropping deep into midfield to link up with Xavi and Andres Iniesta. He assisted with a chip his side's first goal and scored twice to end the match in an emphatic 6-2 victory, their greatest ever score at Real Madrid's Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. As the season's Champions League top scorer with 9 goals, the youngest in the tournament's history, Messi is the best player in the world by some distance. He's like a PlayStation. He can take advantage of every mistake we make. Quote, unsatisfied with his position on the right wing, Messi resumed playing as a false nine in early 2010, beginning with a Champions League last 16-round match against VfB Stuttgart. After a first-leg draw, they won the second leg 4-0 with 2 goals and an assist from Messi. At that point, he effectively became the tactical focal point of Guardiola's team, and his goal-scoring rate increased. Messi secured their first trophy of the 2010-11 campaign, the Supercopa de España, by scoring a hat-trick in their 4-0 victory over Sevilla, after a first-leg defeat. Towards the end of the season, Barcelona played 4 controversial CL in the span of 18 days. A league match on the 16th of April ended in a draw after a penalty from Messi. After they lost the Copa del Rey final 4 days later, he scored both goals in their 2-0 win in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals, the second of which, a dribble past 3 players, was acclaimed as one of the best ever in the competition. Although he did not score, he was again important in the second leg draw that sent them through to the Champions League final. As Messi developed into a combination of a number 8, a creator, a 9, scorer, and a 10, assistant, he scored an unprecedented 73 goals and provided 29 assists in all club competitions during the 2011-12 season, producing a hat-trick or more on 10 occasions. 2012, a record-breaking year. I feel sorry for those who want to compete for Messi's throne. It's impossible. This kid is unique. Quote, as Messi maintained his goal-scoring form into the second half of the season, the year 2012 saw him break several long-standing records. On the 7th of March, 2 weeks after scoring 4 goals in a league fixture against Valencia, he scored 5 times in a Champions League last 16-round match against Bayer Leverkusen, an unprecedented achievement in the history of the competition. Despite Messi's individual form, Barcelona's 4-year cycle of success under Guardiola, one of the greatest eras in the club's history, drew to an end. Under manager Tito Vilanova, who had first coached him aged 14 at La Masia, Messi helped the club achieve their best-ever start to a La Liga season during the second half of the year, amassing 55 points by the competition's midway point, a record in Spanish football. 2013-14, Messi dependence. Barcelona had virtually secured their La Liga title by the start of 2013, eventually equaling Real Madrid's 100-point record of the previous season. However, their performances deteriorated in the second half of the 2012-13 campaign, concurrently with Villanova's absence due to ill health. In Leo, we are talking about the best player in the world, and when things are not going well you have to use him, even if he is half lame. His presence on the pitch is enough to lift us and our play in general. Quote, defender Gerard Piqué explains Barcelona's reliance on an unfit Messi against Paris Saint-Germain in April 2013. After 4 largely injury-free seasons, the muscular injuries that had previously plagued Messi reoccurred. after he suffered a hamstring strain on the 2nd of April. During the first quarter-final against Paris Saint-Germain, his appearances became sporadic. In the second leg against PSG, with an underperforming Barcelona down a goal, Messi came off the bench in the second half and within 9 minutes helped create their game-tying goal, which allowed them to progress to the semi-finals. Still unfit, he proved ineffective during the first leg against Bayern Munich and was unable to play at all during the second, as Barcelona were defeated 7-0 on aggregate by the eventual champions. Messi continued to struggle with injury throughout 2013, eventually parting ways with his longtime personal physiotherapist. During the second half of the 2013-14 season, doubts persisted over Messi's form, leading to a perception among the Culés that he was reserving himself for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Statistically, his contribution of goals, shots, and passes had dropped significantly compared to previous seasons. After prolonged speculation over his future with the club, Messi signed a new contract on the 19th of May 2014, only a year after his last contractual update. His salary increased to $20 million, or $36 million before taxes, the highest wage ever in the sport. 2015, a historic treble. Juventus captain Gianluigi Buffon ahead of their meeting in the Champions League final in June 2015. At the start of 2015, Barcelona were perceived to be headed for another disappointing end to the season, with renewed speculation in the media that Messi was leaving the club. A turning point came on the 11th of January during a 3-1 victory over Atletico Madrid, the first-time Barca's attacking trident of Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar, dubbed MSN, each scored in a match, marking the beginning of a highly successful run. Messi battles Juventus defender Patrice Evra for the ball during the Champions League final in June 2015. Towards the end of the campaign, Messi scored the only goal in a 1-0 away win over Atletico Madrid on the 17th of May, securing the La Liga title. In the Champions League, Messi scored twice and assisted on another in their 3-0 semi-final victory over Bayern Munich. Now under the stewardship of Guardiola, Messi opened the 2015-16 season by scoring twice from free kicks in Barcelona's 5-4 victory over Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup. 2016, a second consecutive domestic double. On the 6th of January 2016, recording Barcelona's first goal of the new year, Messi scored 2 goals and assisted the other 2 in a 4-1 derby win over Espanyol at the Camp Nou, in the first leg of the round of 16 of the 2015-16 Copa del Rey. On the 17th of February, Messi reached his 300th league goal in a 1-3 away win against Sporting de Gijón. Messi opened the 2016-17 season by lifting the 2016 Supercopa de España as Barcelona's captain in the absence of the injured Andrés Iniesta. 2017 is indispensable, but the rest of us are dispensable. No, the club is bigger than any manager, than any player, except Leo. That's the reality, and you have to accept it. Quote. In an interview with Barcelona's official magazine, Messi's compatriot Javier Mascherano points out that Barcelona has continued to enjoy success, despite the departures of its key figures. After placing second in the 2016 Ballon d'Or, on the 9th of January 2017, Messi also finished in second place, behind Cristiano Ronaldo once again, in the 2016 Best FIFA Men's Player Award. Argentina national team. 2004-05 success at youth level. As a dual Argentine-Spanish national, Messi was eligible to play for the national team of both countries. Aware of his physical limitations, Messi employed a personal trainer to increase his muscle mass, returning to the squad in improved condition in time for the World Youth Championship, hosted by the Netherlands in June 2005. After he was left out of the starting lineup in their first match against the United States, a 1-0 defeat, the squad's senior players asked manager Francisco Ferraro to let Messi start, as they considered him their best player. After helping the team defeat Egypt and Germany to progress past the group stage, Messi proved decisive in the knockout phase as he scored their equalizer against Colombia, provided a goal and an assist against title favorites Spain, and scored their opening goal against reigning champions Brazil. Ahead of the final, he was awarded the Golden Ball as the best player of the tournament. He scored 2 penalties in their 2-1 victory over Nigeria, clinching Argentina's 5th championship and finishing the tournament as top scorer with 6 goals. 2005-06 Senior and World Cup debuts. In recognition of his achievements with the under-20 side, senior manager Jose Petroman gave Messi his first call-up for a friendly against Hungary on 17 August 2005. Aged 18, Messi made his senior debut for Argentina when he came on in the 63rd minute, only to be sent off after 2 minutes for a perceived foul against Vilmos Vange, who had grabbed his shirt. Messi had struck the defender with his arm while trying to shake him off, which the referee interpreted as an intentional elbowing, a contentious decision. During the World Cup in Germany, Messi witnessed their opening match victory against the Ivory Coast from the substitutes bench. In the next match, against Serbia and Montenegro, he became the youngest player to represent Argentina at a FIFA World Cup when he came on as a substitute in the 74th minute. He assisted their 4th strike within minutes and scored the final goal in their 6-0 victory, making him the youngest scorer in the tournament and the 6th youngest goal scorer in the history of the World Cup. 2007-08 Copa America final and Olympic gold. As Messi evolved into one of the best players in the world, he secured a place in Alfio Basil's starting lineup, as part of a team considered favorites to win the 2007 Copa America, held in Venezuela. Ahead of the 2008 Summer Olympics, Barcelona legally barred Messi from representing Argentina at the tournament as it coincided with their Champions League qualifying matches. 2008-11 Collective decline. From late 2008, the national team experienced a 3-year period marked by poor performances. Despite their poor qualifying campaign, Argentina were considered title contenders at the World Cup in South Africa. At the start of the tournament, the new formation proved effective. Messi managed at least 4 attempts on goal during their opening match but was repeatedly denied by Nigeria's goalkeeper, resulting in a 1-0 win. During the next match, against South Korea, he excelled in his playmaking role, participating in all 4 goals of his side's 4-1 victory, as their place in the knockout phase was guaranteed. Most of the starters were rested during the last group match, but Messi reportedly refused to be benched. Argentina's unstructured defense had proved a liability throughout the World Cup and finally led to their elimination in the quarterfinal against Germany, at the same stage of the tournament and by the same opponent as 4 years earlier. Their 4-0 loss was their worst margin of defeat since 1974. Maradona was replaced by Sergio Batista, who had orchestrated Argentina's Olympic victory. Batista publicly stated that he intended to build the team around Messi, employing him as a false 9 within a 4-3-3 system, as used to much success by Barcelona. 2011-13, assuming the captaincy. After Argentina's unsuccessful performance in the Copa America, Batista was replaced by Alejandro Sabella. Upon his appointment in August 2011, Sabella awarded the 24-year-old Messi the captaincy of the squad, in accord with then-captain Javier Mascherano. Reserved by nature, Messi went on to lead his squad by example as their best player, while Mascherano continued to fulfill the role of the team's on-field leader and motivator. Under Sabella, Messi's goal-scoring rate drastically increased, where he had scored only 17 goals in 61 matches under his previous managers. He scored 25 times in 32 appearances during the following 3 years. 2014-15 World Cup and Copa America Finals. Ahead of the World Cup in Brazil, doubts persisted over Messi's form, as he finished an unsuccessful and injury-plagued season with Barcelona at the start of the tournament. However, he gave strong performances, being elected man of the match in their first 4 matches. Billed as Messi vs Germany, the world's best player against the best team, the final was a repeat of the 1990 final featuring Diego Maradona. Another final appearance, the third of Messi's senior international career, followed in the 2015 Copa America, held in Chile, under the stewardship of former Barcelona manager Gerardo Martino. Argentina entered the tournament as title contenders due to their second-place achievement at the World Cup, as Messi evolved from the team's symbolic captain into a genuine leader. He led Argentina to the knockout stage's group winners. 2016 Copa America Centenario, retirement and return. Messi's place in Argentina's Copa America Centenario squad was initially put in jeopardy when he sustained a back injury in a 1-0 friendly win over Honduras in a pre-Copa America warm-up match on the 27th of May 2016. On the 18th of June 2016, in the quarterfinal of the Copa America against Venezuela, Messi produced another man-of-the-match performance. "I tried my hardest. It has been 4 finals. I want more than anyone to win a title with the national team. But unfortunately, it did not happen. I think this is best for everyone. Firstly for me and for a lot of people that wish this. The team has ended for me. A decision made." Quote. During a repeat of the previous year's final on the 26th of June, Argentina once again lost to Chile on penalties after a 0-0 deadlock, resulting in Messi's third consecutive defeat in a major tournament final with Argentina, and his 4th overall. After the match, Messi, who had missed his penalty in the shootout, announced his retirement from international football. Sources reported that other Argentine players, Sergio Aguero, Javier Mascherano, Gonzalo Higuain, Lucas Biglia, Ever Banega, Ezequiel Lavezzi and Angel Di Maria, could follow their captain in retiring from international football. Don't go, Leo. Following his announcement, a campaign began in Argentina for Messi to change his mind about retiring. Return. A lot of things went through my mind on the night of the final and I gave serious thought to quitting. But my love for my country and this shirt is too great. Quote. Just a week after Messi announced his international retirement, Argentine newspaper La Nación reported that he was reconsidering playing for Argentina at the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in September. On the 28th of March 2017, Messi was suspended for 4 international games for insulting an assistant referee in a game against Chile on the 23rd of March 2017. He was also fined 10 Swiss francs. Player profile. Style of play. I have fun like a child in the street. When the day comes when I'm not enjoying it, I will leave football. Quote. Due to his short stature, Messi has a lower center of gravity than taller players, which gives him greater agility, allowing him to change direction more quickly and evade opposing tackles. A prolific goal scorer, Messi is known for his finishing, positioning, quick reactions, and ability to make attacking runs to beat the defensive line. He also functions in a playmaking role, courtesy of his vision and precise passing, and is an accurate free kick and penalty kick taker. Tactically, Messi plays in a free attacking role. A versatile player, he is capable of attacking on either wing or through the center of the pitch. His favored position in childhood was the playmaker behind two strikers, known as the enganche in Argentine football, but he began his career in Spain as a left winger or left-sided forward. Reception. A prodigious talent as a teenager, Messi established himself among the world's best players before age 20. Throughout his career, Messi has been compared with his compatriot Diego Maradona, due to their similar playing styles as diminutive, left-footed dribblers. Initially, he was merely one of many young Argentine players, including his boyhood idol Pablo Aimar, to receive the new Maradona moniker. But as his career progressed, Messi proved his similarity beyond all previous contenders, establishing himself as the greatest player Argentina had produced since Maradona. In Argentine society, Messi is generally held in lesser esteem than Maradona, a consequence of not only his uneven performances with the national team, but also of differences in class, personality, and background. Messi is in some ways the antithesis of his predecessor, where Maradona was an extroverted, controversial character who rose to greatness from the slums. Messi is reserved and unassuming, an unremarkable man outside of football. Comparisons to Cristiano Ronaldo. Among his contemporary peers, Messi is most often compared and contrasted with Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo, as part of an ongoing rivalry that has been compared to past sports rivalries like the Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier rivalry in boxing, the Bjorn Borg, John McEnroe rivalry in tennis, and the Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost rivalry from Formula One. In popular culture, according to France Football, Messi was the world's highest-paid footballer for 5 years out of 6 between 2009 and 2014. He was the first player to exceed the 40 million benchmark, with earnings of 41 million in 2013, and the 60 million points, with income of 65 million in 2014. As a commercial entity, Messi's marketing brand has been based exclusively on his talents and achievements as a player. In contrast to arguably more glamorous players like Cristiano Ronaldo and David Beckham, at the start of his career, he thus mainly held sponsorship contracts with companies that employ sports-oriented marketing, such as Adidas, Pepsi, and Konami. Messi's global popularity and influence are well documented. He was among the Time 100, an annual list of the world's most influential people as published by Time, in 2011 and 2012. Other events have illustrated Messi's presence in popular culture. A solid gold replica of his left foot, weighing 25 kilograms and valued at $5.25 million, went on sale in Japan in March 2013 to raise funds for victims of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Personal life, family and relationships. Since 2008, when he was 20, Messi has been in a relationship with Antonella Roccuzzo, a fellow native of Rosario. He has known Roccuzzo since he was 5 years old, as she is the cousin of his best friend since childhood, Lucas Scalia, who is also a football player. After keeping their relationship private for a year, Messi first confirmed their romance in an interview in January 2009, before going public a month later during a carnival in Sitges after the Barcelona Espanyol derby. He had previously been romantically linked with Argentine models Macarena Lemos and Luciana Salazar. Messi and Roccuzzo have 2 sons, Thiago, born 2012, and Mateo, born 2015. To celebrate his partner's first pregnancy, Messi placed the ball under his shirt after scoring in Argentina's 4-0 win against Ecuador on the 2nd of June 2012, before confirming the pregnancy in an interview 2 weeks later. Messi enjoys a close relationship with his immediate family members, particularly his mother, Celia, whose face he has tattooed on his left shoulder. His professional affairs are largely run as a family business. His father, Jorge, has been his agent since he was 14, and his oldest brother, Rodrigo, handles his daily schedule and publicity. His mother and other brother, Matthias, manage his charitable organization, the Leo Messi Foundation, and take care of personal and professional matters in Rosario. Since leaving for Spain at age 13, Messi has maintained close ties to his hometown of Rosario, even preserving his distinct Rosarino accent. He has kept ownership of his family's old house, although it has long stood empty. He maintains a penthouse apartment in an exclusive residential building for his mother, as well as a family compound just outside the city. Once when he was in training with the national team in Buenos Aires, he made a 3-hour trip by car to Rosario immediately after practice to have dinner with his family, spent the night with them, and returned to Buenos Aires the next day in time for practice. Messi keeps in daily contact via phone and text with a small group of confidants in Rosario, most of whom were fellow members of the Machine of '87 at Newell's Old Boys. Although considered a one-club man, he has long planned to return to Rosario to end his playing career at Newell's. He was on bad terms with the club after his transfer to Barcelona, but by 2012 their public feud had ended, with Newell's embracing their ties with Messi, even issuing a club membership card to his newborn son. Charity. Throughout his career, Messi has been involved in charitable efforts aimed at vulnerable children, a commitment that stems in part from the medical difficulties he faced in his own childhood. Since 2004, he has contributed his time and finances to the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, an organization with which Barcelona also have a strong association. In addition to his work with UNICEF, Messi founded his own charitable organization, the Leo Messi Foundation, which supports access to healthcare, education, and sport for children. Messi has also invested in youth football in Argentina. He financially supports Sarmiento, a football club based in the Rosario neighborhood where he was born, committing in 2013 to the refurbishment of their facilities and the installation of all-weather pitches, and funds the management of several youth players at Newell's Old Boys and rival club Rosario Central, as well as at River Plate and Boca Juniors in Buenos Aires. Legal issues. Messi's financial affairs came under investigation in 2013 for suspected tax evasion. Offshore companies in tax havens Uruguay and Belize were allegedly used to evade $1 million in taxes related to sponsorship earnings between 2007 and 2009. An unrelated shell company in Panama, set up in 2012, was subsequently identified as belonging to the Messis in the Panama Papers data leak. Messi, who pleaded ignorance of the alleged scheme, voluntarily paid arrears of $1 million in August 2013. He stood trial alongside his father on 3 counts of tax evasion in May 2016. While the district attorney did not consider there to be motives to accuse Messi, the state lawyer's office became the only party that requested a punishment for him. Despite his declarations that he was not aware of any of the deals that were taking place with his money, facing the judge, he said, "I just played football." Quote. Career statistics. Club. 1 appearance in UEFA Super Cup, 1 appearance and 2 goals in Supercopa de España, 2 appearances and 2 goals in FIFA Club World Cup, 1 appearance and 1 goal in UEFA Super Cup. 2 appearances and 3 goals in Supercopa de España. 2 appearances and 2 goals in FIFA Club World Cup. 1 appearance and 2 goals in UEFA Super Cup. 2 appearances and 1 goal in Supercopa de España. 1 appearance and 1 goal in FIFA Club World Cup. International. 9 appearances and 5 goals in South American Youth Football Championship. 7 appearances and 6 goals in FIFA World Youth Championship. 6 appearances and 2 goals in Copa America. 4 appearances and 2 goals in FIFA World Cup qualification. 5 appearances and 3 goals in FIFA World Cup qualification. 5 appearances and 5 goals in Copa America. Honors and achievements. Barcelona. International. Individual. Messi accepting Golden Ball Award, alongside his future teammate Neymar after the 2011 FIFA Club World Cup final. Awards. Olimpia de Plata, Argentine Footballer of the Year, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2016. Performances. Records. Most UEFA Best Player in Europe Awards and UEFA Club Footballer of the Year. 3. Shared with Cristiano Ronaldo. Top goal scorer in the UEFA Super Cup. 3 goals. Shared with Ari Hahn, Oleg Blokhin, Gerd Muller, Rob Ransenbrink, Francois van der Elst, Terry McDermott, and Radamel Falcao. Only player to score consecutively against all opposition teams in La Liga. 19 matches. 30 goals in 2012. 13. Top goal scorer for Argentina in a calendar year, 12 goals in 2012, shared with Gabriel Batistuta. Youngest player to reach 100 caps for a country under CONMEBOL's jurisdiction. 27 years, 361 days in 2015.